All right. So what is our learning objective for today? Let's check. We are supposed to recap, all right, some of the questions that we have learned before overall, okay, especially algebra, linear, graph. So just to ensure that all these are being fully understood in order for you to go on to the new topic, all right? So we are building up what is taught. And revision is good because it actually gain some new knowledge through here. All right, so welcome back, children. Let's start. Okay, choose the correct answer. Okay, let's to do this. I will annotate on the screen. So for those who need to do correction, all right, please quickly jot it down. All right. What did the supermarket do? He bought it. And how much is the egg? Y cents per dozen, right? So he got this from the supplier. And this supermarket, they buy it for the purpose of what? Selling. Each one, they can sell it for Z cents, which, yeah, it would be a profit, right? So how am I going to know whether it's a profit or not? Because the question tells you in the later part. Because he say, find an expression in terms of X, Y, Z. That means there is no definite value into it in that. And what did he say? For the profit. So he must be earning for that. Earning, and then he don't want any unit, but then in cents. Now, when you come to profit, what do you understand from the word profit is that the selling price must be higher than the cost price, right? So this one is common sense, simple mathematics. So where is the selling price of the egg? Y cents, right? Not correct? Not. Then what is the cost price? Don't know yet, right? He know that he bought X, Y cents per dozen. So let's come and take a look at how are we going to use this to solve. First thing first, the first vocabulary is per dozen. Who can tell me, and your chat function, tell me what do you understand from the word dozen? Come on, chat function. Wow, that's fast. Thank you. I have, let me chat. Yes, thank you, Yijie. Thank you, Haoyang. Nadia, thank you. Yeah, very good. At one look, you know it is the number 12. And this is 12 for Y cents. Meaning to say, is it each? No, right? No, not each. It is per dozen. What do you mean by per dozen means? Every 12 eggs. So what I can do is, you're used to learn ratio, you're used to learn, what do you call that? Ratio, what do you call that? Unitary method. Okay, so I'll based on that also. But what I taught in the level is, I use the word overhead rate. Let's take a look. How does this work? So first thing first is, I want to put them into the proper column. Y cent is for 12 eggs. All right. So now he bought X eggs, right? So probably, yeah, I can find one egg first. So for one egg, I will get Y over 12 cent. And that is for 1 egg, right? Then after that, I have to find the number of eggs, which is X egg. Why X eggs? Because this is what he bought. So we are going to find the X. So Y over 12 multiplied by, so in total, we will get XY over 12, okay? And this is meant for cents. So this is the cost, right? This is the cost whereby he will have to pay. So can I put here costs of the purchase? But this is not all, because he's asking for profit. You have to get an expression because he sold it for Z cents. And Z cents is only meant for what? Each, right? So I'm going to change the color to green now, each. I'm talking about this, okay? So I focus on the selling part. So when this is buy, this is selling. So for 1 egg, you will sell it for EGG, Z cent. Okay. So what has he buy here is the number of x, right? Where are the x? Okay, so z over 1 times x. So you get x, z cents. Okay, so and one look, you know that the one that he sold is x, z, which is, I'm going to call this sell, because he make a sale, right? So this one will be a greater value, right? This one is a greater value, whereas this one, okay, baby, I want to make a comparison. So you want to use this. So this one is cost is a lower value, while sell is a higher value. Okay, so can you tell me what is your input for that? Yeah, correct. EJ, you are right. It's okay not to write units here, but at the end, because this one is MCQ, right? MCQ, the cents are given to you. No problem for that. Okay, but it will be good if you include during your exam. Now, this is called training ground. When you start to do them, you will actually have all these good learning habits. Just fill it up. Huh? So if you didn't, never mind, just also give yourself a tick for that. But bear in mind when you come to exam, if this is not a multiple choice, this is like a structure question, short question, then probably you have to put the units there.
But I'm talking about like the y cents. If you didn't write the cents for the y, first.
Okay, because for MCQ they don't mark your working, but in the structure question, yes, it will be good, because you must understand something. What happened if they give you $1, right? Not, and then after that they also give you another cent, another value called cents, then it will be a problem, right? Can you understand what I'm saying? Okay, so let's continue here. The cost and the sales. So now I'm going to find the profit. All right, so profit. Okay, here. I'm going to do it here. Profit will give you the selling price, which is X, Z, okay, minus my cost, which is XY, over 12. 10 cents. Okay. Now, as when you do, actually by now, by the time you do, you see a X back, right? So if there's NCQ in this aspect, then what can you say? You look at here, exact here already. So this is the only option you can have. Okay. All right, let me admit. Hello, Hao Lun. Hello, Hao Lun. I saw Hao Lun's name, but never mind. Let's continue. Yeah. Okay. So this one will be option number B for this question. Let me write down. Okay. All right. Next question. Let's take a look at number 2. Now, if I am too fast, please do raise your hand and let me know so I can slow down. All right. So far, okay. Is the pace? Okay. Probably I ask a question here to make sure everyone is also very focused here. All right. I need everyone's response. Okay. Thank you, Hao Yang. Thank you, Yijie. Okay, Nazif is all right. Yeah, thank you. Who else? What do you think of this question? Thanks, Nadia. Chinlei, how about you? Because I don't see you. Okay, let's see, huh? Let's check here. Okay, good. All right, your response here is good. Now, next thing is we do question number 2. Here. Let's stay in here. Number 2. Okay, let's see. Choose the correct answer, given you a multiple choice also. Let's take a look. Now, X liter of petrol here. X liter of petrol. Ayo. Oops. It will cost you 194 cents. A truck with Y liters of petrol can cover 100 kilometers. So he's going to travel in the journey of 45 kilometers, and he wants you to find the petrol cost. So what is the costing for this journey? Okay, so the only thing that is complete, I should say, is the given dollars cents, which is X liter. Okay, so I write my unit. X liter is 194 cents. A truck with Y liters can cover. So I'm going to have another ratio, complete information here. This ratio tells you that for Y liters, okay, you can cover probably 100 kilometers. So what is the only information given to you? Is the 45 kilometers, right? Because you don't know how much you are going to use for that journey, but you know that he travels a 45 kilometers. Okay, yes, all right. So there's 2 ways you can do it. All right, you can either find 1 kilometer or you can find straight away 45 kilometers. Now, earlier on, just now I said there is one method which I always teach. We call it the overhead bridge. Those who are with me, probably you will know what is called overhead bridge. Okay, now this is the question mark that I'm going to look for because of the usage, right? So, okay, let me change this to blue, and then he's asking for how many liters. Okay, so for this, how many liters, later I have to put it here to find the cents. How many cents is that? That is the question. So the first thing is you must find this first. Now, what is called overhead bridge here? Do this, I would want to draw an escalator climbing upward. Okay, sorry, I start with here because the question mark. First, look out for question mark. You are looking for liters. All right, then you must climb up the escalator to look at this value. What is this value? Y. So I have to put this as Y. Cross the bridge, and this is called divide. Okay, cross the bridge, right? Overhead bridge, so divide means over. That's why called overhead bridge. Over what? 100. Then you get down your escalator. Okay. When you get down your escalator, what is the number that you see? 45. So you must multiply. So multiply by 45. So straight away, you don't have to find 1 kilometer. Then after that, you find the 45 kilometer. Straight away, you can find the liters as using overhead bridge. Okay. All right. So let's write it down. Equals to, can I say this is 0.45 y? Or if you want to leave it as a fraction, it will be 45 out of 100. Change it to the simplest form to you. Okay. Then I'm going to plug in my number here, the liter here. You look at this one. Okay. So this one is the second step from here. Second step here. So again, I have my 0.45 being written here. And that is in liters, right? Okay. Now, do you realize this one I didn't even write liter? It's okay. All right, because I didn't